from the very beginning. You know, when Bilal Davis left, he got kicked out of the university. Let's be clear about that. He gave a lecture some time ago when he was asked why he didn't graduate from the university. He said because of the forces of Hizbiyya. Sounds like a sci-fi movie. Like, how in the world you gonna get in public and tell people you didn't graduate from the university because of the forces of Hizbiyya? You was a poor student. Let's just call it what it was.
The forces of Hizbiyya.
Right. You was
Star Wars and something.
Exactly.
With the scholars that were the teacher that was there that was a part of Hizbiyya was conspiring against him or something.
Right. So tell the people you got kicked out of the university. Tell the people you got let go. I mean, you know, nonetheless. I remember a student in knowledge. This is the same guy who, you know, was expelled from the university 3 times, kicked out of the Islamic University 3 times. How do you get kicked out of an Islamic university? I still, just for the life of me, can't figure that out. Nonetheless, was kicked out of the Islamic University 3 times. This guy from the UK, all right? Someone that, you know, many of you guys hold him to be such a big scholar, mashallah. Abu Fulan and Abu Fulan, kicked out of the university 3 times, right? And he got on public and was asked why didn't he graduate from the Islamic University. And this dude had the audacity to say the Hizbis, you know, the Hizbis infiltrated the Islamic University and, you know, stopped me from getting my education. And it's just like, dude, you were kicked out 3 times.
Ahlul Bid'ah are not going to aid us upon this. Ahlul Bid'ah wish to see it fail. Possibly, and Allah knows best, making dua that it fails.
You spent most of your time there giving lectures to other students who, you know, here again, that lack of intellectual autonomy, right? You can't think for yourself. Here you are at the prestigious Islamic University, and you're sitting learning from Abu Fulan and Fulan, rather than going and sitting with scholars that are right there. As a matter of fact, to make things even worse, you had students of knowledge telling other students not to sit with certain scholars. Go figure. Think about the, you know, the absurdity of this. This, I'm letting you guys in on stuff that you probably wouldn't know unless you were there. If you know, you know. But some of you will never get the inside story because, you know, we come back to America and we try to, you know, paint this picture that everything was all good. I'm a realist, so I live in a real world. I'm sorry, I can't, you know, I'm not going to play that role, and I'm not going to paint that picture for you. I'm going to tell you what really happened.
I have my brother Abu Hakim Saudi Medina. Okay. I have my brother Abu Hakim Saudi Medina. العالم أخي دور في الله سبحانه وتعالى